Petrus. The mere mention snaps wine snobs to attention like animals spotting prey in the wild. It's one of the world's most revered wines, and it's Merlot. But in Australia, Merlot's the wine people love to hate, not without cause. For decades, we've made cheap, cheerful wines from a lack of genetic options or clones within the variety. But there's been an undercurrent of serious winemakers quietly working with better clonal options and real ambitions. And that's why we recently held a blind tasting of Australian Merlot as part of our deep dive series at younggunofwine.com. Our panel was made up of winemakers and sommeliers picking their favourites, tasted completely blind. And this wine, the 2019 Irvine Wines Grand Merlot, was selected as one of the top wines. In the glass, it captures your attention immediately. It's got layered red fruit characters with juicy plums and wild berries, with just a touch of a raisin character that hints at its years of bottle aging. And those fruits are coupled with a savoury thread of bay leaf and dried herbs. Each time you look at it, it's revealing something new. There's a line of chocolate and cedar in there too, but it's that fruit that still dominates, which is somewhat surprising given how much structure the wine has. It leans into a spectrum of red fruits. But what makes this wine remarkable is the 40-year obsession behind it. Jim Irvine planted the vineyard in the early 80s with one goal: to make world-class Merlot. Not Shiraz, not Cabernet, but Merlot. While everyone else was chasing big, bold reds, Irvine was planting Merlot across the Eden Valley, and I love that vision. Today, it's made by Lachlan Duncan, who came from cult Barossa producer Rockford. Irvine has 3 different Merlots, making them one of Australia's most committed Merlot producers, and that audacity is breathtaking, building a flagship around a grape that critics had written off. And at $150, the Grand isn't just expensive Merlot, it's a statement. It's Australia's Petrus, believe it or not. There's reports of it beating Petrus in a Swiss wine competition in 1997. The Grand comes from the original Irvine 1980s vineyard with 40-year-old vines now in Eden Valley, a region that sits around 400 to 600 metres elevation, which is significantly cooler than the valley floor below. And that elevation brings cooler temperatures, meaning longer ripening, better acid retention, and more fragrance in the fruit. And the vineyard's now populated with 7 clones, and that's crucial to the magic here. One can bring structure, another one some aromatics, another some mid-palate richness. Some may perform better in warm years, some may perform better in cool years, and so on. And Duncan then ferments 9 individual lots and then weaves them all together, and that's how you get complexity that you can't achieve from a single clone. And the result is a Merlot that proves the variety can be great, not just a blending partner, but the star. It's got structure to age for decades, yet it's so svelte on the palate. It's a wine that asks you to take Merlot seriously and looking in the glass, as time we all did. For our deep dive into the story of Australian Merlot and the full results of our blind tasting, head to younggunofwine.com. Cheers.